welcome back to somebody on Respect and to another edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10. This is the final Dynamite before Dynasty, so AEW built a lot of non-wrestling segments to hype up the pay-per-view on this show, but yeah, we also had some big matches on there, including Ospreay against Castagnoli and much more, but without further ado, let's get straight into Jon Moxley, who brought the AEW World title to the ring as Wild Thing claimed. He told a story about winning one of his first titles 20 years ago in the same city, and it's now been an uphill battle ever since. He spoke about having Hart working for AEW and Don Callis. He called Callis a creep and said he was feeding his kindness. He dared anyone from the group to come and face him. It was a good promo and often helped the show with some energy. Mox is beloved with the fans and set out the Powerhouse Hobbs match for the main event. So yeah, that was good stuff. Before we got a quick backstage promo from Mercedes Moné being attacked in the dark and put the entire women's division on notice. It'd be interesting to see who that is. Before we got a mixed tag, Copeland and Nightingale against Hart and King. Copeland came to the ring. We saw a backstage shot of Willow Nightingale being looked at after an assault. This was when Brody King attacked Copeland from behind. Julia Hart watched on with a smile as King decimated the champ. This match ended up starting with Copeland already out and by himself and just went to show to the break. We returned as the wrestling was beginning to show some life. Edge built a little momentum in a series of clothesline. He signalled for a spear and got into a position, but King turned him down. Willow eventually made it to ringside and made a tag before taking King down with a crossbody and a cannonball. Hart knocked her over with a chair wrapped around her head and got the women's signature submission when the ref realised Willow was out. The save was predictable, but the finish was a good way to protect Hart and set up Nightingale as an underdog despite her power advantage. Monet came out with a chair and drove House of Black away. She dropped the chair and shook Copeland's hand, but she and Willow did not seem happy to see each other. It was a decent mixed tag match that pushed three different storylines at once and made the House of Black look like badass. So yeah, I thought for the first match on the card it was really quite decent. It gets 7 out of 10 from me. We then got the Elite versus Pac, Penta and Daniel Garcia. The Young Bucks were referenced before the match by the Bucks in the back. FTR were referenced by the Bucks in a backstage segment. So Okada issued a warning for Pac, setting up a few Dynasty matches, and the Bucks attacked Pac from behind while Okada went after Garcia and Penta on the apron. But the Bastard quickly recovered and unloaded some fast kicks. Matt grabbed a mic and taunted his opponent during the middle of the match. He slapped Garcia around until they were taken down with a suplex. Pac and Okada finally came to blows. It was a fun trios match, had some humour and some fast-paced action, but was relatively predictable. Everyone worked hard, but didn't take too many risks ahead of the pay-per-view. The Elite won, but continued to attack everyone after the match, putting Garcia inside a ladder for a smash, but Pac saved him from a bell hammer. So predictable, but I think it did its job in an effective way, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Before Chris Jericho and Taz were out for 4, Hook made his way out for their meeting. The crowd booed Jericho as he tried to talk to them about why he needed to listen. Hook's reply was no when Taz tried to calm down. He was shut down and the veteran kept ranting at Hook. Jericho ended up shoving Taz, which angered his son. Hook grabbed Jericho in the corner and said that he would show him how good he is anytime before ordering him out of the ring. This could lead to a match being added to Dynasty this week. Most of the segment was rough, but the final minute was intriguing. I think Hook may be putting over Jericho. Jericho goes away for a bit. Could work well, but we'll have to see how it all ends up. Before Toni Storm and Lee accompanied May to the ring for her match against Parazzo, they locked up and May battled Electro Acer into a corner for a forearm shot. Parazzo quickly recovered and wrestled her opponent down until she retreated. Storm saved May from a sliding dropkick and helped her get the upper hand. When you the first 2 matches start with this mayhem, it can sometimes be difficult for this next bout, but they worked a good contest and solid reactions, but it may have been received better had it been the opening match. Aside from a clear mistake, they put in some decent work. Parazzo won and Rosa made the save after Storm and May continued to attack. Rosa and Parazzo got into a fight, but Ross is still left Storm in a mess, covering her face in lipstick. Yeah, I thought it did the job. Continued to build out with all 4 women involved, so yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Before Orange Cassidy and Shane Taylor competed in a match against Lee Moriarty and Anthony Ogogo, but OC was flying solo. He put his hands in his pockets and did the usual thing, but Taylor eventually caught him with a hanging stunner. Moriarty interfered when the ref was distracted to give his teammate a bigger advantage. The match was the usual OC match. He was dominating for a long time and occasionally made brief comebacks to pot the crowd. Taylor played a great opponent who physically overpowered Cassidy in every way, and after a few close calls, Cassidy won with an orange punch. STP attacked Cassidy and Ogogo knocked him down with one shot to the body. Trent Beretta ended up stopping Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels from helping the OC. It's a pretty forgettable match, but it is a way to further the feud. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It was effective at doing that. But yeah, maybe for the quality of the match wasn't quite there. We then saw Will Ospreay battle Claudio Castagnoli. Castagnoli exploded out the gate, took Ospreay down for a quick 2 as soon as the match started. The aerial assassin hit a Hurricane Rana, but the powerhouse caught him and hit a backbreaker. 2 of these by AEW most first sell performers for different reasons. Both are quick, strong and technically sound, but Ospreay has superhuman agility while Castagnoli has superhuman strength. It's a competitive exchange, even with a big pay-per-view showdown on Sunday. It never felt like Ospreay was playing it safe, even though he wasn't flying over the top rope all the time, despite a predictable outcome with Ospreay surrendering. This is a fantastic way to win the show. Hobbs, Fletcher and Takeshita attacked Castagnoli, but Ospreay looked on and confused and mocked a ride from the crowd, and Wright went for Hobbs. Ospreay yelled at the crowd before storming off with Moxley and Castagnoli standing tall. So yeah, this gets 7 out of 10 for me. A really good match, setting up multiple matches for Dynasty. But yeah, just in general, the quality of the match was really good. Ospreay gets another big win, but I think Castagnoli also looked good in defeat too. Overall, AEW Dynamite gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought it was a really good show this week. I think, built up to Dynasty pretty nicely. And yeah, in general, there was a lot going on really from start to finish. And I think, the match between Ospreay and Castagnoli was really good as well. And I think, definitely very hyped for the Dynasty covers and big matches on there. For this video, thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.